All right, I'm going to walk you around this 1978 Land Rover 88 Series 3 and use it to explain a couple things. I get a lot of questions from people who see a hardtop like this and ask me questions about whether or not it's possible to remove the hardtop. And if so, how does that work and how does it end up looking? The answer is yes. Pretty much all Series 3s, the hardtop is removable. Pretty much all Defenders as well. And I'm going to kind of walk you through how that works and what it looks like and what's involved. But first, just a quick tour. This is a 1978 Land Rover Series 388, as I said. This is very indicative of the condition that we buy them in when we're building a project out of them. But usually, when I buy them, they're frankly uglier. The bodywork is a little more, is less charming. This is very original. This bodywork is almost entirely original. The paintwork is almost entirely original. You just don't see that very often. So when I do see it, I try to maintain it because I just love the original patina on these trucks that have it. So I did fit the larger wheels to this and tires. We cleaned and painted the chassis. We've gone through and serviced it and replaced a bunch of mechanical bits. But aesthetically, we removed the sills here. I do this sometimes on Series 3s. I love the look. You can tell me what you think of it, but I think it streamlines the truck. It makes it look a little taller. It backdates it a little, makes it look a little simpler. Because it does kind of harken back to the old Series 1 days. But you know, sills could always be replaced if that's not your thing. So essentially, when it comes to the hardtop or any top, Series 3s in particular are kind of Lego trucks. You can essentially take any top off any Series 3 or Series 2, Series 2A of the same body style, of the same wheelbase, and fit it to any other one. So this truck happens to be a hardtop. The hardtop in question is the part that you see that is limestone. So we've got the original sand paint here. We've got these galvanized body moldings. And this is the hardtop here. Everything you see that's limestone in color is the hardtop. And that removes. Now, the other thing that removes is the tops of the doors. So as you see here, you've got another body molding here and sliding windows. They do not roll up and down into the door. So this section, everything above the body molding on the door, is the upper window section, and that removes with just 2 bolts and slides out. The same is true here on the rear. You got a body molding and an upper door window, rear safari door window section that unbolts and removes. This is not the case often with Solly hull Land Rovers, which had a one-piece, more of a Defender style rear safari door on the Series 3s. So removing the roof is much trickier because the safari door in its entirety would be sticking up. But on these Santanas, you have the 2-piece rear door, it just unbolts and removes. This roof has the tropical roof panel. This upper panel here is what they call a tropical roof. The idea is that it's for hot weather. That's a panel that's elevated off the main roof, and it's designed so that the radiant sun will hit that panel and heat up that panel. But then you've got airflow underneath it throughout the entire length of the top. from front to back, and that will insulate the actual cabin roof from radiant solar heat. It's a very simple and kind of elegant idea, and it works great. In super sunny climates, it does keep the cabin cooler. So when we're done here with this little experiment, we will have removed this upper top, remove these upper door panels, remove the upper part of the rear safari door, and I think we're even going to fold the windscreen down, because that's fun. So when I see you again, everything essentially above that galvanized belt line will be gone. Now, how is this done? I'm going to walk you through it a little bit, but you've got bolts running all around the belt line of the truck. It's not too many. And then across the top of the header rail, we're going to remove all those. Like here and here. And then we're going to get a couple strong buddies and lift the roof totally off. And then the door tops remove with just these two bolts here, 1 and 1. And then this whole upper part will just lift straight out. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get to it. All right, so as you can see, our hard top is removed. The limestone section is gone, sitting on the floor of the garage. The upper door windows have been removed, and these bolts have been loosened and released, which allows the windshield to hinge forward. It's also a lot sunnier now, which is extremely fitting. Now, if you were going to fit a soft top to this, the bars fit in here, frame comes up, there's a header rail that attaches to this top of the windscreen. It's got hooks in it that allow the canvas to hook to the front, and it installs quite easily. So when you think of it that way, you can have an incredibly flexible arrangement with the tops. You can have the hard top on and have the whole thing buttoned up with a hard roof. Remove the hard roof and run it fully open like this. Or you could put the soft top frame and canvas in place and have it buttoned up and pretty weather tight that way, or roll the sides and the back of the canvas up, remove the door windows, and you actually have a very open canvas roof truck with the top up, acting kind of as a sunshade. So with this in mind, you know, the Land Rovers are really flexible in terms of their body style and what you can do with the roofs and the tops. So that's it. This one is for sale. This one's available at the moment. Super good truck, great runner, and really charming looking, I think. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.